Yo, welcome back, y'all. It's a Life and Love podcast for Class '05 Chiefs, the last class for class. We're here to reminisce, reconnect, and we're trying to rise together. So that's what we doing here. This is our mission. So, man, but today, I got my guy Justin Wallace, got Mario Strickland, and, we're going to talk a little basketball. We're going to do a little basketball. But, man, what you been up to, man? Justin, what you been up to?
Man, it's funny that we talking basketball. I actually ruptured my Achilles hooping last year, last August in the men's league. I haven't had therapy as of yet, but I do still think I still got it for the most part, a little bit anyway. But aside from that, man, the clothing line is the newest thing I got going on. LLC and then getting the online store open. I actually just moved back to Memphis.
For real?
So, I was in Middle Tennessee. Man, I just, I went to MTSU and I kind of stayed there, built my work history, had some kids, and coming back home to start fresh. And that's the newest thing that's going on in my life right now.
What's up about you, yo?
Man, not too much, man. Teaching, coaching, doing the family thing, man. That's pretty much it. And doing travel ball. I pretty much run the biggest girl there you program around here. So that's pretty much it, man.
Nice.
Yeah, hanging with the kids.
That's crazy, man. Like you said, how long ago you started it?
Man, I've been doing this type of stuff probably about, I think, damn near 12 plus years. That's what I'm thinking.
12 years. I know. So 12 years will be what? I met you. I saw you in 2000. I can't remember. I refereed one of your games. Y'all know I referee ball for about 10 years. But I know I caught you one day. I said, man, I said, Mario Strickland. And then you had some girls with you. I said, we about to do this game. So we did the game. You did pretty good. I said, I think you just started out. But you kept on going. That was pretty impressive. I'm like, dang, he done built the dynasty, the empire.
Yeah, it's hard.
That's dope. That was dope. But like I said, man, we here. I referee, Justin played ball, Mario coach, man. So we got like 3 different aspects of basketball. But basketball has been like a key factor in our community, a big part, a vital part of everybody, as far as the black community for sure, especially in Memphis. And I feel like we all got different perspectives of the game. And but I do want to start with Justin first because like I said he played the ball high school, high school ball, Craigmont Chief. So this is what I show about Craigmont. Like I said, we got the player right here. So Justin, like I said, I think you came from Ridgeway, right? And what year was that? Was a senior year or junior year?
That was our senior year.
Senior year. Mm-hmm. Cool. So what was that like? So you came to Craigmont. So your 12th grade year, coming from Ridgeway. Did you play at Ridgeway?
I did.
Okay. They had a good squad. You had like Jordan Mincy.
Mm-hmm. They actually won state our senior year, Ryan. So I transferred to Craigmont.
Dang.
Yeah. I sat at home on Covington Pike and watched them play in the state tournament.
Yeah.
I watched the freshmen in my jersey. Man, it was hard, man. But I will say that I got everything that I wanted from Craigmont that year as far as the high school basketball experience goes.
Right.
Because when I got to Ridgeway in 9th grade, I actually played freshman 2 years in a row. Because I went to Lanier Junior High School and I played freshman in the 8th grade.
Okay. And
then I got to 9th grade at Ridgeway and played freshman again. Got MVP of that team. Right. I made varsity as a sophomore. Played split. Had some difficult times. I actually got kicked off the team as a sophomore.
Yeah.
Came back as a junior. Had to remake the team. By this time we got, and really in hindsight, I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is great for the pod, man. I realized Coach Henning at Ridgeway was recruiting players. Man, it was wild because so my freshman year, I remember Emmanuel Bush and Carlos Suggs. Carlos Suggs transferred from Kingsbury. Emmanuel Bush transferred from Hamilton. We had Jeremy Harris transfer to Ridgeway from Craigmont.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy.
It was another guy. Yeah, bro, another guy named Deontay Harris. I went to Lanier with him. He went to Treadwell. He transferred to Ridgeway.
Right.
This next year, my sophomore year, Pierre Niles transfers from Treadwell.
Yeah.
Jordan Mincy transferred from Briarcrest. Michael Rice transfers from White Station.
Yeah.
Rory Lawrence transfers from Kirby.
Crazy.
All of this is happening right before my eyes.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, it put a chip on my shoulder because I wanted to kill the guys who were being recruited.
Right.
So Wesley Channels, another Craigmont, he came to Ridgeway.
Yeah.
So, in practice, I'm just letting all those guys have it. Pierre even told me one day that him and Wesley have been out recently, and they brought up guys who were killed in practice, and they brought me up.
Right.
So when I got to Craigmont, matter of fact, let me get a little bit more in depth. My aunt mentioned to me one time. She said, "How do you feel about going to Craigmont?" And I was like, I don't want to go to Craigmont. Like, I wasn't even entertaining the thought.
Like Raleigh.
Yeah, I'm like, what? I'm like, no. So boom, I end up there. Man, it was crazy because Coach Taylor didn't even know the rules well. So back in our days, if you moved districts, you were eligible. If you moved out the district into the district that you went to the school at, you were eligible.
Right.
Man, y'all, my first 2 games at Craigmont, I didn't even suit up.
Because he didn't know the rules.
So I missed the jamboree.
Yeah.
We played Manassas at Manassas, first game of the Martin Luther King tournament. Didn't dress for that.
Yeah.
We beat them. And so, boom, 3rd game of the season. Guess who we play in our dress?
Ridgeway.
We played Thaddeus Young.
Oh, Mitchell.
At Mitchell. Okay,
Brandon,
so Mario,
Powell.
it's crazy you asked. It's crazy you say that. We scrimmaged Ridgeway that year as well.
It's crazy.
So man, boom. I'm gonna tell you my debut, bro. My debut came when we played Craigmont versus Raleigh Egypt at Craigmont. Like my 2nd or 3rd game suiting up. And we had been killing Raleigh Egypt at Ridgeway. Because my first 2 years at Ridgeway, we were in AA. We were AA my sophomore and my freshman and sophomore year. We played against Tresvant, Treadwell, Raleigh Egypt, Kingsbury, Frazier, Manassas, and Westside. Right?
Okay, Westside.
So Derek Byers and them used to smack them. I'm talking about just a straight smacking.
Oh, yeah,
so I remember playing Raleigh Egypt, and it just seemed like I hate to put it this way. It seemed like the game was over before it started.
Yeah, I watched it. It was at Craigmont.
It was at Craigmont.
Oh yeah, Lawrence Kennard was dunking everything. I'm looking
so I get in the game. I'm like, man, these are the same dudes that we've been beating, that I've been beating or seeing get beat at Ridgeway. So I came in the game with a vengeance. I wasn't passing gas. I probably shot the first 3 shots I got my hands on. I think I scored like 18 points that night, and I came to school the next day, and I went from literally nobody to what's up, Justin? You was hooping last night.
I probably told him because I was at the game. I'm like, hey, Chelsea, the only one out here hooping for real. Everybody was, but he was out here hooping. They were playing, but he was hooping.
Before, like, I
think you had a nickname by then. I think you had a nickname.
Okay. Oh my God.
I think the nickname was wrong.
So Mario. Oh my God. So okay. Taking a step back.
Right.
I went to elementary school, so I thought I didn't know anyone at Craigmont. Mm-hmm. Come to find out, I went to elementary school with Michael Boyd and Maya Hamlet. Rest in peace to Maya Hamlet.
Yeah, R.I.P. Maya.
They went to A.B. Hill with me in South Memphis. Katrina Carrawell too. I went to A.B. Hill with her and her other sister. What's her other sister's name?
Shanae.
Yeah. So they went to A.B. Hill with me. So when I saw Maya, so make a long story short, I saw Maya one day. And I'm like, damn, this Maya from elementary school. But I ain't walk up on her like, hey, Maya, remember me from elementary school? Like, you remember me from 6th grade? Like, boom. So I ain't say nothing to her. So we have tryouts. Not too long after I saw her. So, Ryan, I don't know if you was there or not, but this is how it happened. And you was talking about this move before we went live.
Yeah, it moved crazy.
So, boom.
the move crazy.
Boom. I get the ball in tryouts. Brian Craig is guarding me. I hit him with the eyeball cross.
The eyeball.
Shout out to B. Craig.
Look, man. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you about the eyeball cross because people don't understand. Like, first time I played Justin at Rock Community Center. He knew Kid in Raleigh, but everybody, okay, we hooping, we all at Raleigh Community Center. He came out there to play ball, whoever. But I'm gonna do a little scouting report. I'm gonna watch for a second. I know I'm probably gonna have to guard him. Man, he caught me on the right wing, I'm looking like, okay, let me see. He got good handles. Let me lock in. That man gave me a look to the right. It was a hard look to the right. Then he just went left, and I'm looking like, where he go? then I looked, I was like, oh my God, if he came back with a crossover, I would have been hurt. I ain't gonna lie. It was. I said he tough. I said, oh,
man.
he tough.
So listen,
I knew what time it was. I said, okay.
Yeah. So listen. So I went to AB Hill, bro, and from 3rd to 6th grade. Now, mind you, in elementary school, we only took reading class.
Okay.
Right? So when I transferred to AB Hill, we were reading Justin and the Best Biscuits in the World, right? So Maya has a friend that's still a friend of mine now, named Paris, and they started teasing me. They started calling me Butter Biscuit, right?
Right.
So if y'all know like I know, Chad and Maya were an item when we were seniors.
Yeah, Ingram.
So I crossed Brian Craig twice at tryouts. You know what I'm saying? I hit him with the crossover one time. Boom. Everybody say, ooh. I come down a second time, hit him with it again. Same move. So I know everybody knew me. Like the guys that were the tryouts, they knew who I was too before we hooped. The next day we come to school, Chad just jumps out the woodwork and say, man, y'all seen this Butter Biscuit guy? And I tapped him on his shoulder, bro. I said, hey, bro, who told you that, bro? Who told you about Butter Biscuit, bro? And next thing you know, all the Craigmont was calling me. The elementary nickname had came back my senior year, bro.
Who was your favorite teammate? Who's your favorite teammate in Craigmont? During the school, I guess during that year, as far as basketball.
To be honest, it was I want to say it was B-Mac, bro.
B-Mac.
It was between Big Chad, rest in peace to Big Chad, and B-Mac, because man, we played Tresvant at Tresvant, and I fouled out that game. The point guard at Tresvant got the best of me. And when we played them at Craigmont, we beat them, but me and B-Mac had 17 apiece.
I want to say, man, we just talked about this the other day. No lie. Me and Jerry Duckett, Scrap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We just talked about this the other day. I guess he had benched some players. I guess I can't remember what happened, but it was you and B-Mac at Tresvant, and y'all was killing.
Mm-hmm.
I think he said the best lineup was B-Mac and you, as far as the guards. As far as he like defense. He like people to play hard. So
man,
Scrap just talked about this.
But we played Central at Craigmont, and Brian came out and had like 3 dunks the first 3 plays of the man. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you,
he got game.
It's hard to pick who my favorite teammate was, because I still feel like I didn't spend as much time with them.
Mm-hmm.
Because all the guys that I was at Ridgeway with, I spent a little bit more time with them.
Right.
So I had to fast forward. We played Raleigh, Egypt at Raleigh, Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, I'm in the rotation. I'm starting at the point guard. But I'm not trying to score. I'm just trying to get the guys involved. You know, Brian, Hollywood, Chad. You know, I'm trying to get them involved. We were up by halftime by 10. They had to come back and beat us at Raleigh, Egypt. And Coach Van Hooks told me, because Ryan, what you don't know is, bro, when I got to Craigmont, I was not a point guard. I was a scorer.
Right.
At Ridgeway, I was a scorer. That's all I wanted to do. But when we played Raleigh, Egypt, Coach Van Hooks walked up on me and he said, if we're going to have a chance to win, you're going to have to play like that every night.
Right.
And I was like, okay, well, let me try to be a point guard then.
Yeah.
But, man, I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like Craigmont at that time was playing in the most competitive district in the city of Memphis. Without a shadow of a doubt. The 16 AAA district, Northside, Hamilton, Whitehaven, Fairleigh, Melrose, East. Who else? I forgot who else, but man,
you said
coming
East.
from
You said who else we got?
I said it was Craigmont, East, Melrose, Whitehaven, Fairleigh,
White Station?
Nah. See, okay. So I came from Ridgeway, we played,
White
and then
Station.
we moved up to AAA. We played White Station, Kirby, Houston, Collierville, Germantown, Wooddale.
Yep.
You know, it was a mix between Overton. It was a mix between, you know, mixed schools and black schools. Well, really mixed schools, because the blackest school in that district probably was Wooddale.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Drake here, shout out.
Yeah. Shout out to Taylor and all them guys.
Yeah, Taylor, yeah. Hoopers.
Yeah, with that flex offense holding that damn ball, man. I hated playing. They beat us, man. They beat us both times my junior year. But coming out of that district to where every night you got Anthony Mason Jr. You got
Fairly.
You got Jeremy Anderson at North Side. You got the 39 and 0 team at Hamilton. You gotta think we played against them. They were juniors our senior year.
Yeah.
So man, there was a tough playing in places like Fairleigh against that was a tough district. Playing at East Tony Whitehead and them guys. Man, it was Craigmont gave me, even though we only won 7 games.
Yeah.
Craigmont gave me everything I wanted, bro. I
want to say something quick to the side note, but I was at that game. You know, Scrap and Jay Reed had transferred to Kingsbury when we graduated. They went to their senior year. They played against Hamilton at Hamilton. So they've been talking, you know, Kingsbury and White Hamilton. But at the end of the game, like 3 minutes left. They whooping Kingsbury. But man, I forgot what the kid. He went to San Francisco.
You talking about Myron Strong?
No, not Myron. As a kid, he might be 6'8". I forgot his name. But
you talking about?
It was Myron Strong. It was 3 of them. They dunked the ball and broke the rim. They broke the whole backboard.
That was against Kingsbury?
Yeah, that's Kingsbury. I was in that jump. And they all jumped and got the rim and snatched the rim. I mean, the glass everywhere. Man, folk ran up at the gym. Everybody went crazy.
Bro, that's wild. What's even crazier is that them folk had a press, and Mario, you a coach, bro. So the first game we played at Craigmont against Hamilton was the worst one by far. They killed us.
Right.
But Mario, this is the thing, man. Them folk had a press called police. And so I remember the first time playing. Baby. I remember the first time playing Hamilton at Craigmont, and it wasn't a competitive game, so they had no need to press us, right? So the second 2 games we played them at Hamilton, and the last game of the season, the first game of the district tournament, we played them at Northside.
Right.
We were up 10. I had the best. Those are my best 2 games. I had 18 apiece on both of them. And but I remember being up, and them folks saying, "Police." Police, and I'm thinking to myself,
that trap coming.
I'm the point guard, so I'm going to get the ball. I'm thinking to myself, are they saying police?
Yeah, that trap coming.
They still saying it. They said, I referee, they were still saying it.
My boy, they call me police right now.
And if you really did, like, it will rattle you, bro. It will, because it was just a man-to-man full court press. You really just picking up your man. It wasn't a 2-2-1. It wasn't a 1-2-2. It wasn't any of that. It wasn't a 1-2-1-1. It wasn't none of that. It was straight up pick your man up, man. But when you hear police, bro, it psychs you out.
Yeah. And
man,
they tough.
Yeah, they were tough. They were tough.
They were street dudes. They was tough. Coach cussing, man. Hamilton, they was coming with it.
But see, playing against Fairleigh, what a lot of people don't understand is that they had some of the richest culture, because all those guys that play for Fairleigh High play AAU for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Memphis Bulldogs.
So they were coming. So Coach Johnson, I think the point guard's dad, or something like that. Man, them dudes, man. But see, again, coming from Ridgeway to Craigmont, you're not going from East to Hamilton at Ridgeway.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. We may play Houston. We playing Collierville. You know what I'm saying? Like Kirby and Overton. We ain't going to South Memphis.
Yeah. But
we ain't going to Whitehaven.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna jump in there because I feel like they had better coaches. Coach Taylor was new coach for Craigmont. So I think Let me ask Mario. So when you going into coaching, right? You got a team, got players that's already been there, right? You ever is Brighton the same way? That you have players that's been there already. They don't really know you, or everybody already know you because everybody know Coach Taylor, but it's kind of like he kind of was trying to change rules, right? He was trying to change the culture up, right, Justin?
Yep.
And it wasn't the right time. It worked later, but he had to go ahead and make his step early, but it cost him his first couple of years with the players he had,
right?
So, as a coach, how you feel, Mario, jumping in? How you feel about that when you get a whole new team? They don't know you.
When you come in, it's never gonna be the same because, like you said, if they was winning, you got to come behind it. If they were losing, you got to come behind it. So it's never gonna. Nobody has never come in and said, "Oh yeah, that's our coach we're gonna win with." No player thinks like that because how we came up, how many players ever thought they even needed a coach? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You ain't hear Twitter folks like, what type of coach we got over there? You know what I'm saying? You know, that ain't what. You know, and it was a lot more cut and dry. Like, just if you would have played now versus then, now the players got all the rights. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you coming in as a transfer, you could have pretty much told him what you was going to do. I mean, that's the game. And you just kind of blew my mind with all the transfers. And I ain't even know about it. Like, I knew of transfers, but to hear that Ridgeway had made a team, damn near a while, I thought that was something new. But I guess it was just, you know, we ain't have social media, so wasn't nobody gonna post. So, and if you don't know them personally, you ain't gonna connect. Yeah. You know, the ABCs, the 1, 2, 3. So it's just a whole different game now. You know,
so Marty, I got a question. I got a question for you, bro. So, as a coach, like, how do you get players, or how do you know who's buying in and when?
Good question.
Well, the thing is, like I said, the game is different now. You got to think we're in the NIL era now. So now it's more so we got to meet them in the middle. So like when I first, you know, started coaching, it was, you know, everything we was taught, you know, you're going to do what I say, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like you said, all the coach Carter type stuff. And I would even have parents saying, I want you to coach my kids hard, da-da-da-da. Man, now it's the total opposite, man. The kids, you got to figure out what they like, what they want. Are they trying to go to college? Do they not want to go to college? And then, like you said, as far as the buy-in, it's really a lot of mind games. You know what I'm saying? Just, all right, so we sprint. Who really going to sprint hard? You know what I'm saying? And just figuring it out. Because, like, in our day, everybody had to sprint. You thought that was just a thing you had to do. But, man, like I said, these kids different. Like, if you cold, so if you the point guard coming in, you probably going to test the new coach. I know you need me, so I might not sprint. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different game. And then you got to think now, these kids ain't like all of us coming up. It was hard to get on a high school basketball team. It's not like that now because you got to think kids now know about private schools. They know about transferring. And so a lot of schools like Craigmont, for example, right now, Craigmont, we played them last year, had one of you. They had one person that was like, okay, he can hoop. Everybody else is just like who I played with coming up, which is we play, but we ain't top tier. So we playing, you know what I'm saying? But it used to be a separation to like, if you're going to be on the school team, you're on this level. And now that's gone. Anybody can play, man.
Wow.
If you kids damn near write a letter about why you cut, this is a whole different.
Write a letter.
If I can't play at this school, 100 other schools to go to.
Write a letter.
Yeah, it's different, man. The game.
I'm not going to lie. He's right. So when I read the ball,
it's for every kid to play. I mean, everywhere. It's like if you want to play, you can play. It's kind of like a lot more rec style now. And the coaches got adjusted it. Matter of fact, a lot of schools I've been at, you can't even cut the kids. They say nobody gets cut.
Whoa!
You talking about boys basketball too?
Man, all around. Man, the parents and the kids run this game now. They run
no boys basketball.
So this is what I want. This is what I want to know. And Ryan, you said you were officiating. You said you officiated, right?
Yeah, from 2011 through 20.
So I never had an opportunity to ask a ref, like, how do you handle crowds, Memphis crowds? That's what I want to know, bro.
Man, Memphis crowd. I mean, I tell you this right here, because Mario know it's some referees out here that don't know the rules. So, but at the same time, who else you got? You know, but for me, I knew the rule book. So I go out there and do my job, and people recognize like, oh, he know what he's doing. You know, so it was easy for me to control the crowd because I'm having fun. If you call me out on a rule, sure, I know the rule by heart. So now when you let them know the rule, they like, you know what, he know he doing. I give you an example of Mo Miller, coaching Raleigh, Egypt. Mo Miller, All-American NBA, All-American
College
player.
player.
All-American high school, All-American, right? I think he made All-American team.
That's right.
He started refereeing. He started coaching Raleigh. So the 3-second rule, we know 3-second rule. The ball go up, hit the rim, and start over, right? Right, Mario. So man, Mo, he was on my side. He like, hey man, 3 seconds, bro. Man, shoot the ball. They rebound the ball. Hey, bro, you caught 3 seconds yet? I said, man, when the ball hit the rim, what that mean? He said, man, he's still standing there. I said, but once it hit the rim, it start over. He said, for real? He said, man, I never knew that. So after that moment, he like, okay, he know what he talking about, but he didn't know the rules. So after that, every time I had Mo Miller game, he like, we got a good referee out there. Same with Penny. It was like that. So the coach will help you out too. If you're a good referee, the coach will also tell the crowd, yeah, he cool, or whatever. But if you know your rules, you can handle, you control the game. So it's just about knowing your rules, really.
Wow. Now, Mario, I got a question for you as a coach, and I've always wanted to ask the coach this, especially at the high school level. How do you deal with parents, bro?
Jesus.
Man, it's so many levels to that question. Cause like at first, I ain't had no kids. So at first I wouldn't even talk to the parents. Cause I was like, I can relate to the players, cause we play, we understand the game. But really, you just gotta stand on whatever you're gonna stand on. Like some coaches, man, they'll talk to any parent about anything. Some coaches ain't gonna talk to no parents. But now I kind of just give them what I would want from my kids' coaches, which is we start off, I'm gonna tell you what we're doing, whatever that may be. You know what I'm saying? And during this season, I will talk to you, but it's certain time. Like after the game, I'm not talking to you about nothing. I don't care if it's good or bad, because same way you're emotional, I'm emotional too. You know what I'm saying? But like you call me the day after, you can pretty much ask me anything, but it's still gonna go back to the same stuff what we talk about in the beginning. And my main thing with parents, I'll talk to any parent about getting your child better. We can always talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. Now, if you want to come watch, sit up top, be quiet, you can watch. But outside of that, it's really nothing to discuss.
Right.
I liked it. I liked it.
It's not the same everywhere though. I done seen some coaches and play a parent interaction that don't go that way.
Yeah.
I mean, it can go the opposite. I mean, live game. I think it was American way. Man, coach. Dude said, put my son in the game. Coach said, he said, F your son.
I see that.
Hey, these folks.
I just say, everybody
breaking the fight up. We got to break a fight up with a parent and the coach. You looking like,
wow.
What a relationship at? What is this? The playoffs?
And see, I asked that question because as an ex-player, as someone that played organized basketball from 5th grade to college,
right,
I find myself hesitant into getting into coaching because I'm more so of a self-made player, right?
Right.
So while guys at certain points where certain kids had that parent representative, the only thing that was representing me was how I played.
Right.
So for people that, like, for example, and back to the Ridgeway stuff, you can tell that there was a game outside the game.
Yep.
Right? Because I remember I had a best friend. She went to Ridgeway. She graduated from Ridgeway, but I remember her and I were close then. And her mom asked me something about my stuff, like my, we wore AN1. We took Craigmont stuff and we wore AN1 at Ridgeway, right? So the year that we got it, I remember
I'm gonna stop you there. Do you know how you got AN1? Did you have a peep game? What went on with that?
It was JJ.
Okay, I just wondered if you. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It was JJ.
JJ.
So boom. She said, Justin, is your aunt still gonna pay for your stuff? Is she gonna help you get finished paying for your stuff? And I'm like, yeah. She said she was, and she was like, okay, good, because we were talking at the Booster Club, and if she had a problem, we were gonna pay for it for you. And I was like, y'all were talking at the Booster Club,
What's the Booster Club?
And I'm thinking to myself,
some money going on.
I'm thinking to myself, okay, so we practicing, I'm competing against these guys, but that's where it ends for me, right? Then so why it ends there for me, but at the same time, everybody that was on my team, Pierre got Uncle Steve with the goals. Michael Rice's dad, Jordan Miss's mom and dad, all them at the Booster Club together.
Oh, Jordan Miss, they've been campaigning from the Little League, sister, everybody, the whole. It's a family business with them.
Bro, I played AAU with Jordan for the Memphis Wildcats. So when my freshman year was over with, Derek Byers, who was basically one of the best players in the country at the time.
Yeah, 2000.
He was like, Justin, I want you to play AAU for my AAU coaches. And I didn't think he was serious. You know, this man was in Slam magazine. He was everything except a McDonald's All-American. I'm thinking he's not serious. I didn't try out for another AAU team. Made the team, then the coaches called me. So I'm like, boom, I quit that team and played for the team that DB wanted me to play for. That was my first. While a lot of guys had been knowing Jordan Missy since middle school.
Oh yeah, Jordan been the man since elementary. Actually, we've been knowing him since Little League.
Exactly. So that was my first time getting a glimpse of him. Cause see, for me, he was different than your usual Memphis point guard. He wasn't Andre Allen. He wasn't Antonio Burks. He wasn't like that.
He was more like my brother, Raleigh Irvin. That's my brother from.
So hold on. So let me wait.
Let's get to it. Ridgeway and White Station don't like each other.
Wait. So I have me and Riley have established a little bit of a relationship.
Yeah.
In recent years. And I'm gonna go ahead and give him his flowers now.
Yes.
Riley is under the radar, one of the best players. He had one of the best careers as a Memphis player for White Station. This man won a fresh. So it's crazy. I went to Lanier. I told you I played freshman in the 8th grade.
Right.
They beat us. They put us out the city tournament when I was in the 8th grade. His 9th grade year. So he won a freshman city championship in 9th grade. And he got 3 state titles from sophomore to senior year.
Senior MVP, state MVP.
Man, dude.
Yeah.
But I knew how good he was watching AAU. I walked in the game and he was killing Courtney Pilgrim. Yeah.
Man, he came. He nice. Man, we went to church together, but he came to my house one day. You know, we might be 9 to 10, sleepover. My dad cut in the backyard. I'm in the backyard. We playing 1-on-1. It might killing me. I'm looking
two lefties.
I want to fight. We want to fight. I want to fight. I'm talking about he dogging me. My dad looking like, Lord.
What's up, man? What's so crazy?
I want to fight.
I talked to Riley about Dre because I went to elementary school with Dre with Andre Allen.
Yeah.
And so, man, I watched them. Dre was he graduated a year before we did, so he came out 2004. But, bro, when I tell you, bro, the gap then between anybody else and Andre Allen was like this wide.
It was massive, man. He was a big boy. He was a big guard. He was big, bro. It was like you can't guard him.
Bro, we played Berkeley. We played in 2 elementary leagues. We played in one at Northside. We played in one at Cobb. We played Berkeley Elementary at Cobb. When I was in the 5th grade. Yeah. When I tell you, bro, the man did not let the point guard bring the ball past half court. He ripped him every time. The ending score was 100-13, Mario.
It's crazy.
In elementary. Crazy. I talked to Riley like a year ago about Dre. He said, man, at one point in time, I couldn't even get the ball past half court against dude. I'm like,
Raleigh Irvin. That's crazy.
Yeah. But he said after the game, his dad told him, hey man, don't worry about it. You're gonna catch up in size. You're gonna catch up in speed. He's just bigger and stronger and faster right now. Yeah. But another thing I want to ask you, bro. Do you like raise a kid up from 9th through 12th, or do you see some kids like do they after so long do they find out that they want to do other things aside from what you coaching to?
I put it like this. Simple answer. I had a girl put up 400 points last year as a freshman.
Retired.
What? Whoa.
She never even played most of the game.
How many games y'all played again?
We didn't play. So we was, what was our record last year? We were like 13. You could just say 13-13, about 500. So she played she didn't even play all the games though. Okay. She didn't even play in all the games.
So what was up with her? What was wrong with her?
Man, they just don't love it, man. Like it's not like everybody. This the video game generation. So like
45 a game.
folks loving it and really wanting to hoop. That's not it, because there's so much other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like being a quality hooper back in the day, that was the thing. Now it's being viral on TikTok.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So like the athletes, it's so many kids. Like now you have more cold kids that's not playing than kids that are, because it's just, I mean, they're gonna quit quick. They don't feel like it's no fanfare from it. It's different. And here's the thing. So in our era, could you really see every single cold player like you in the world? Now they can see everybody. So instead of you just comparing yourself to the folks you didn't matched up with, the folks comparing themselves to old girl on TikTok with 50,000 followers that may not be good, but a highlight tape file. So it's just a whole different expectation now.
Yeah.
We had our sources like rivals. We could see the players, but you wouldn't know the stories. Like I said, Jay Reed told me about Kevin Durant. He said, man, this dude named Kevin Durant. You got to see him because he played against him in the camp. It was like
who said that?
Jay Reed.
Mm-hmm.
He like, man, you gotta see like this dude different. You know, it's Kevin Durant. They same grade, 06, but it's like, you know, summer league on the senior year.
Yep.
It's like he came back, said, hey, this dude named Kevin Durant. You won't believe it.
Yeah. That happened with me with Rory. Rory, it was like a AAU newspaper, and Lou Alding was on the front page.
Right.
And Rory looked at me and said, "Lil Justin." I was like, "What's up, bro?" He said, "You see the dude on the front page?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "I be killing him." I was like, "Whoa."
The African dude.
Yeah, but see,
he was number one in his class. I want to say.
Man, listen, I just asked that question because I didn't understand the culture of how intense that being a Memphis Hooper was until I heard Coach Henning say at Ridgeway, if we can make it out of Memphis, we can win state.
On the boys' side, for sure.
Facts.
Yeah, because the further east, and see, this is also the first time I ever heard this. He said the further east that we go, the more difficult that it gets for the women.
Mm-hmm.
We're not even talking about nothing on the girl side. It's a whole it's the opposite here. Like Middle Tennessee and East Tennessee run girls basketball.
Bruh, my freshman year. So okay, we get into the meat and potatoes now. So y'all know that Big Jessica went to Ridgeway 9th and 10th grade. Y'all know y'all know me and her dated in high school.
Okay, I know that.
Yeah, we were item at Ridgeway. So for her freshman year, bro, there were two other All-Americans on her team. Really? It was a girl named Jennifer Humphrey, let's say. She signed with Kentucky. Mm-hmm. It was another girl named Tamia Scales. She signed with Texas A&M. Both two play basketball. Mm-hmm. Bro, them folks went to Middle Tennessee, bro, and lost in the first round of the state tournament to Giles County.
Crazy, ain't it? Crazy.
I did not know what I was watching.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Lanky. We call Jennifer Lanky. She was taller than Jessica.
Crazy. So you got 6'4", 6'3"?
She was about Ryan. She was 6'5". She's 6'5", my boy.
Yeah, she is tall.
So her on one block, Jessica on the other block. Tamia Scales, we call her Tweety. She about 6'2".
So you got three D1 players.
Man, them folk, man, Giles County, hey man, they beat them folk like, hey man, they didn't care about no names, man.
And they out there, they all play systems. And the thing you said, which is what we'll never accomplish, them folks being in systems is elementary school, whatever the system is. Like you said, what they're running that flex. If they running flex, them folks landers on in 3rd grade. Mm-hmm. By the time they in 12th grade, they been running the same thing with the same folks. Everybody know their role, so it's gonna be hard to beat them.
But I say that's why I'm seeing right now. My nephew, he plays for Appleton Middle School, but in Bartlett,
who coach Appleton right now?
They got a new coach. The other coach left. The one who went back. Coach Smith went back.
You called Courtney.
Courtney left. He left last year. I forget the new coach name, but he ain't really working them like that. So if he watched this, hey, I'm sorry.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But like Craigmont, for instance, like say Bartlett, it's like a farm. It's like a barn. They start from elementary schools, 4 schools, 5 elementary schools, but they go to camp every summer. Same kids, right? They go to middle school, 3 middle schools. They go to camp together, high school camp. 9th grade, one school. They all know each other. By the time they get 10th and 12th grade, they've been playing each other since they was elementary kids. They went to state last year, boys and girls. Craigmont, we didn't have that. Like city schools don't really have that type of form. You know, like say Craigmont for instance, you have what Raleigh, Bartlett, Brownsville. You might have like Coleman, Scenic Hill, but we never really saw them kids, the elementary kids. We didn't come across each other. So by the time they in high school, some of the kids meeting for the first time. So a lot of the other schools, they already had this little born growing already. So Bartlett got it going on. A lot of schools now recruiting that we see. So I just think it's a difference. It's different nowadays. It's still going on in city schools where it's not like that.
Man, bro, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. And Mario, man, I got one more question for you though. Before I get into that, like, as far as coming into the coaching aspect of it, like, when did you start to pick up on it? When did you realize that you wanted to like get into it?
Yeah,
and it's the craziest story. Most people don't even know. So, you know, I pretty much my lifelong hooper, never claimed to be great, but I pretty much played all the way through. So at this point in my life, I graduated college. We still was pretty much hooping daily. So Snap Hunter had married my cousin, and Snap used to have a camp in the city called Snap 14. And he told me, man, come out, coach my camp. And you know, like at this point, I'm still just playing. I'm not thinking nothing about coaching because most players never think they'll become a coach. And so we hooping, you know what I'm saying, doing what we do. So he invited me, and I'm coaching. I've never even been around kids on really no layers, but it was fun. But I still didn't think nothing of it. So I ended up going into teaching. This is really ironic. So I'm teaching. I worked at Leicester when Penny was there. So Penny is the boys' head coach. And his best friend, Dez, was also the boys' head coach. And so at this point, we still hooping because, Peter came to the school. You know, we got gym access, so we just playing. But then, man, Dez tell me, he said, man, you the JV coach. Me and my boy, Brian. I think he went to Wooddale. I'm not sure. But so I'm like, well, I thought he was really bullshitting, to be honest. But we go to the gym one day, man, the whole JV team is there. And they waiting on us.
They waiting on you.
Mind you, man, we have played, but I know nothing about coaching. I've never, man, I ain't read a book. I don't even know where to start. So what we do with them, we just, we hooping with them. And then we kind of give them some drill. We figuring it out. Yeah. So I ended up coaching the whole JV year. And that's the year, we called, we had Lomax and all them. But it was cool. But with boys, it was just like hooping with boys now. If we all get in the gym, I got to show y'all I can hoop. And so boys the same way. Like they don't really want to hear what you're saying if you can't show them. So we spending most of our time hooping against them, but we ain't really coaching. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's more of a chess man. I'm bringing my partners in, we hooping, whatever. So it was cool, but I look over at the girls. Man, the girls, man, Penny had the boys, man. I'm talking about phones, trues. Man, they like college celebrities in middle school. Them folks get haircuts every game day. They got a van. They got a Xbox on the van. They check out of school for game day. They eating. His chef bring them their food. This is a whole fucking experience. The girls, they got like this much. So I'm looking like, me, I'm an underdog. So I'm looking like, okay, the boys straight. You talking about most of that team went D1. They was just cold. The girls, we had probably 2 that could play. So I'm like, man, I want to help them out. So long story short, my partner ended up getting into it with the principal. And so we don't have no girls coach. And my girl, she played at tour. She comes, she's like, coach, but you got to do it with me. And then I started with the girls, and I started seeing like, and you know this, I seen the line in the sand from a Memphis girls hooper to Memphis boys hooper. And I'm like, all the stuff that we had coming up, it's the total opposite, man. Nobody gives a shit about the girls, man, even when Penny was there. But the girls, the gym butt naked. By halftime, that motherfucker rocking.
Listen though, but is that not crazy? Is that not crazy coming from being a Craigmont chief, where people came to see the girls play and nobody came to see the dudes play?
Man, but I think that was just but that was the Toya Bullet. The Toya Bullet.
I heard about
that. Was squad deep. Felicia Mitchell, Sharon.
Come on, man.
Shout out Sharon Brown.
Man,
Allison Brooks.
Come on, man.
I'm getting shout out now. Jessica Jackson. Who else?
Listen, bro. I remember. So again, me and Jessica were an item for a little while. So I would go to the AAU team. So I knew about Sharon, Felicia, Allison. I knew all of them. Yeah. Toya. I knew all of them prior to coming to Craigmont.
Right. Showboat, Lady Showboat, something like that.
Yeah, the Showboats, Memphis Showboat.
Yeah, Memphis Showboats.
So And literally Jessica was all world. Like I remember her mama dropping me off at home. I'm looking at the portfolio in the back. I'm literally going through a letter from every D1 school in the nation, laminated in a portfolio.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this is a big deal, bro. We went over to Toya house one day, bro.
Lord. Cold.
Bro.
Every school.
Bro, she got paper art. She in the paper. 7th grade. They talking about 7th grade girls. All these trophies. It was like a room. It was like a room dedicated to Toya at their house, bro. Yeah, I'm like, and I had never. Now, mind you, this is before I ever saw her play.
Right.
You know, and when you look at Toya, Toya looks like especially then, she was like a shy, light-skinned girl, right? Man, I remember them first couple AAU games I saw the Showboats play, bro. And when them folks had Big Birdie from Northside, and Jessica, Felicia, Birdie, Toya, man, them folks was showing up to kick ass. Do you hear me, fool? Them folks was not playing.
Yeah, I believe it.
But see, then I'm gonna be honest with you, and all of us graduated the same year. So I do feel like that year in particular, those couple of years, were the best women's basketball. You got Ashley Shields, you got Rudy at East,
crazy.
you got all Toya, all of them. Man, I mean, it was just crazy because now that I'm an adult, I realize how rich this sport. I realize how rich in the history this sport is in my time. Right.
Right.
I'm from Mallory Heights, bro. Quintel Woods is from Mallory Heights, cuz.
Yeah.
I never saw Quintel suit up. I never saw him play. Brian, listen to me. I only saw him play in Bells Park. You hear me?
Right.
This man he was like Jesus Shuttlesworth in the flesh, bro.
Yeah.
Like he would win all day.
His comparison was T-Mac.
Yeah, exactly. Then like it's funny you said that Mario, you said Snap was your brother-in-law, right?
He's my cousin. He was married to my cousin, Christelle.
So your cousin-in-law did. So check this out. Marcus Moody is also from Mallory Heights. So his freshman year, he hit 40 as a freshman. So I'm high strung on Moody because he's from my neighborhood. I go back to elementary school, go back to practice, talking to Dre. I'm like, yeah, Moody this and Moody that, Moody da. That man said, what? He said, man, he said, when Snap come, oh, that's old. I said, well, I said, who? So I'm strictly a South Memphian at this time. I don't know too much about Snap. So I'm vouching for Moody. Dre said, what's your Snap start playing? You gonna see. Man, dude suited up. And it was like Moody was history, boy.
Forget all about him.
Man, but see what was so special about Snap was, and all of y'all pretty much probably know, is that when he made that big wave the year before, then next year he made the wave because he was academically ineligible.
Yeah, with the Life College showing that, Life University.
Ryan, they won a national championship when they kicked him out of. When he went to Life, that next year they won the national championship, and then he went to the NBA off of it.
Crazy.
Bro.
We got some hoopers out here.
Bro, Ashley Shields is a legend.
Southwest Community College, number 4th pick, 7. It was first round. It's crazy.
I got a question. I got a question. No, this is a big one. Because this is all died. Back then, you had nothing but it was a hooper from every neighborhood.
Right.
Has the game changed because you don't have that no more?
I say this. Who's the best right now in Memphis? Guys.
Man, it depends on what age.
I'm talking about high school.
So I got a childhood friend.
Right,
his name is I got a child. I actually got, man, you know what's funny? That I have friends. I got a partner went to Ridgeway named Devender Keys. He was the furthest thing away from a basketball player that you could ever imagine in high school.
Right.
He has a son that is a full-fledged hooper.
Yeah, I think I know his son.
Yeah, what school you go to?
I'm trying to remember what's his son's name because I see him post. I'm just trying to remember who the son is.
I don't remember his name either, but I also got an elementary school friend. His name is We call him D-Nap, Damian Robinson.
Now his son called. He go to Central. I know exactly who he is.
Listen,
he a certified killer.
So it's crazy because back in elementary school, D-Nap was like Dre backup.
Yeah.
So like one time we played Cypress at Northside, and I think it was Marcus Pruitt at Cypress. Dre did something, and I think that I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that back then, dude was probably the only person that could physically match up with Dre. You know what I'm saying? So we play Cypress. They call an offensive foul on Dre. He gets mad. He literally quits mid-game. He quits. I'm talking about, man, you ain't call that foul on him. Boom, gets his stuff, walks to the top of Northside bleachers. He is done.
Forget about this.
I'm like, oh shit. But you never see, but I've never seen a guy this good quit mid-game.
Right.
Man, I found out how good Damian was that day. So, but looking at it's funny how life works because his son is more serious about the game than he was. That's why you see him with the success that he has. And I talked to Damian. I say, Damian, you feel like he was better than you? He said, man, he just wanted more. He just wanted more than me.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, I went to I remember in the pandemic, Pierre Niles is a friend of mine. He was coaching at Ridgeway.
Mm-hmm.
And he took me to practice. And I went to practice with him. And I'm looking at guys that don't look like they deserve to be on the team.
They're like Mario said earlier.
I told you that.
And I asked Coach Hen, I said, Coach, why do these guys look like this?
Why they look like this?
And he said,
your art class, huh?
Yeah, he said, well, the pandemic done hurt a lot of these guys. And I'm like, bro, let me tell you something, cool. Like I told y'all, and I don't mean to keep rehashing my story. Bro, I grew up without a goal. I grew up without a goal, bro. My mama, I used to live. My mama had a boyfriend named Alvin, and I said, Alvin, I can't be good at basketball, man. I ain't got no goal at home. Alvin said, you don't need no goal. Just dribble that ball. He said, dribble that ball everywhere you go.
You had a milk cart. You had a cart.
We put a crate up, but a dude.
We had a cart up inside Memphis.
We had a crate. We melted the bottom out of the crate, but a dude dumped it off our tree. And he said, man, dribble that ball, and that's all I used to do. But see, watching Quintel, being from South Memphis, bro, it was different because, again, I got Marcus moved 2 streets over.
Yeah. I
got Quintel a street over. I go to Southside Boys and Girls Club, T-Head under the bridge. I see T-Head. I go to elementary school with Dre. I got consumed in it, bro, and I wanted to be, and I feel like I wanted to be good because this is something that you probably never hear a guy say. That being a Memphis basketball player back then, it was a status symbol.
Yeah, by far.
You do what I'm saying? I never sat with any of my high school AAU teammates and we never sat down and said, hey man, we can make $100,000 a year even if we don't go to the NBA. Because we were so happy just to be on a team.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, man, I just wow.
Hey, what Lester from?
Lester from South Memphis.
Crazy.
Listen. I got a story about that too. I got a homeboy. Well, I got a homeboy. He just passed recently, and him and Lester are cool. Well, cool, they tight. And he used to say, "Just you think you hooping? You think you can hoop? I'm gonna take you to Glenview to go meet Lester." And he took me up there to meet him.
Right.
And man, it's just funny, man. I just like it's just funny being from this place because I will put this place against I will put them up against them DMV boys, Michael Beasley and them. I'll put them up against the New York guys. I'll put them against the Chicago guys. We can assemble a team in Memphis of men and women that we can take across the country. My first year at JUCO,
they do something what's called Lake. What's that place called? Texas, Lake Charles. People go to. They have like Memphis team. They go down.
It's not the place where they go down there and bet money. You heard about that? A lot of the women used to go there.
Yeah, things kind of like Lake Charles.
Not too far. They drive down there and they basically play adult tournaments, but it's for money.
Oh wow! You talking about the TVT?
No,
before
similar,
that.
but it's almost like the trap version of. So like they I don't think it's no TV. It's just everybody meet up in a spot and you basically bring your squad down there.
I never heard of that.
Yeah, they've been going for Lake Charles. They Penny to send a team down there. They get their money. But it's been going on for a long time. But they do that. Like Memphis go down there and win. But
Bro.
even like I would say even refereeing, I would see like Penny Tournament, the classic. We have a team from West Virginia come what's called Huntington Prep.
Mm-hmm.
Against,
That's where
OJ,
Andrew Wiggins went there too.
But they had this might have been 2019. Jaden McDaniels, I think he was on the team. One of the McDaniels kids, NBA kid, was on the team. They had like 12 D1 players, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whitehaven good this year. Whitehaven got the Cam kid, Cam Johnson. I can't remember.
Hold on. Let me interject real quick.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen Hollywood nephew Kavion McClain?
No, I haven't seen him.
I saw him in high school. I saw him.
Ryan.
What grade he in?
He's at Texas Southern.
He in college now.
Okay, what school he went to?
That's the one from Whitehaven, right?
He went to Whitehaven.
What's his name again?
Little dog skin.
Kavion McClain.
Okay, I ain't watched high school ball in a while.
Man, listen, man. Hey, I love Hollywood. I love him. That young man is a dog. Do you hear me?
But that what it take though. Like Hollywood probably taught him that game. But
man, he used to
level.
He used to be. So he's that's Pooh's son.
Really?
That's Pooh's son. So he used to literally be following up behind Hollywood. He used to be hanging on Hollywood every word.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to watch him be this good now.
Yeah. But back my point, it was you got kids from White Station, Whitehaven. Like I said, it was just pretty much grit and grind Memphis style, right?
Yeah.
Against these 12 D1 players, 6'5", 6 across the board. Whitehaven pressed them, killed them. Coach complained like, bro, we can't help y'all. Can't help y'all. Memphis just got it like that, bro. He gonna understand. He was mad. I'm like, man, y'all came down to Memphis, thought sweet. It wasn't.
I got a clip in my phone from the from Jeff Teague podcast. Yeah. And the first time that Jeff Teague said he saw Derrick Rose was against Mo in the Memphis Magic. He said, and I quoted him. He said Mo was killing, and they beat Derrick Rose and them. But he still could see that Derrick Rose was something special about D Rose. But D Rose named Mo Miller. D Rose said his name. And it's crazy, but I got another question for you, Mario. How do you deal with skill development for players?
Man, to be honest, man, that's really how I got into this joint. Like before I ever coached, man, we just started training because, like I said, the cheat code with girls. This is why Toy was so cold. Toy played like a boy.
So two brothers.
So all we started doing with every girl we got, we just trained them just like they was our sons. And then that's really how I got my name because I would just take unknown kids from the hood and we train them, take them to go play. The coldest player we can afford to take them to go play. And man, I did that, man, year after year. Because once again, man, how many girls doing it? How many girls, man, really training twice a day, man, working on skill for moves, hooping with boys, playing against us. And so, man, really from there, it just kind of took off. But it's the same shit. It's a big circle. That's why it's kind of fun to listen to you talk. Everything come down. Everybody want the best players, recruiting, who got the best players. And if you have the best players, somebody going to talk to you. Somebody going to want to interact with you. And then it's kind of really that same circle, but it's more watered down now because like now this era is the friend era. You talk about all the folks you went against. Now all y'all would just team up. So all the folks that so-called cold would have been on the same team. That's how each had their dominant team. And then now it's money involved. Like you talked about with your aunt, you was hooping. So you would have had nothing to worry about. You would have got the McDonald's bags. This we got that taken care of. And you talk about getting to a gym in this current era, now you would have had a ride 7 days a week. Because they're going to come get you. Because and now it's watered down because back then, AAU was still like a rite of passage. Now anybody can do AAU.
Yeah.
It's just called AAU now, but it's not AAU no more. It's not. It's not even the Athletic Amateur Union. It's they just go with the title. Yeah. So I don't know what AAU ball is. They used to have national tournaments out here. They still got those.
See, now everything is up under the NCAA now. You know what I'm saying? So now they do what they call NCAA certified. But once again, you don't need nothing but a computer to do that. So anybody in the country can do it. And then you can go to these events. Now, like the EYBL and stuff is still exclusive, but it's so many teams. You can go to the independent, which is what they call it now, and you'll still see, the WNBA players, the NBA players, because it's a money game. Now they just pay folks to come. So if you got a cold team, they'll give you 60, 20, 50, 100 bands to come. and you show up and you get to play the team that you wouldn't normally play. So it's a big money game now.
Let me ask you a question. Oh, you got it, Justin.
No, I was just gonna ask you, bro. I was saying I got a question for you.
All right, what's up? What we got?
As a referee,
yeah,
and a fan and a player,
right.
I consider you to be a player.
Appreciate it, bro.
Have you ever got caught like watching the game, bro?
Oh yeah, that's the first thing you gonna learn about refereeing. You gonna watch the game.
Yeah.
But you know the thing about refereeing, to be a good referee, you gotta watch your area. So every position we in, we got a zone, we got a coverage area. So if you're not trained, if you don't get out there and referee, you're gonna always watch the game. You're gonna miss something right in front of you. You having it right in front of you. It could be the ball, but you've been watching the game so much that you've not been watching the rules. You've been watching what's going on.
Bro, I referee
across the way. I mean, I love it. I love seeing ball play. Travis Strong came out of referee White Station. White Station.
See, real. You don't. He needs no introduction, brother.
Travis Strong, I trained Travis Strong, but he was good referee. But like I said, he came out, started off, he was watching the game like everybody else do. Pretty much, you watching the game. He said, "Man, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, bro, it's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard. It's like, you know what I'm saying, because it's a lot of pressure. But it's like he'll certified hooper. But it's a whole different realm. To the referee side. So everybody who come into that side, Coach Taylor, same way. I mean, he refereed a long time ago. You said when you was a kid, but coming back to high school, it was like he had to relearn. He had to kind of get back out that
But hey, I'm gonna give Coach Taylor some flowers though. I'm gonna give Coach Taylor some flowers. He had his work cut out for him.
Yeah.
But he used to bring his college refund checks to school to try to motivate us because he was a student at the time. Because you know he the principal at Raleigh, Egypt now.
I think he he been jumping. He been going a lot of different places, but he might be over there now.
Yeah, he the principal. So he used to bring his refund checks from college at UNLV and show up to us.
Oh wait. I'm sorry. He Menanzas now. I talked to him at the Raleigh Egypt game, Craigmont game. He in Menanzas High School now.
He the principal.
Yeah, principal. Yeah.
See, I think he got bigger dreams. Like I think that Craigmont was like I think he was just gaining his expertise at the time. Yeah. Because you also have to take into effect that we had a team with Joshua Street on it.
Man, we had some talent.
Josh Street got MVP of the team my senior year, bro.
Is it what? Josh Street was a 9th grader, 10th grader?
He was a sophomore. So, but you all know that he wasn't there.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when James Justice couldn't dunk.
Me too.
You understand that?
Yeah, I remember, but he was a worker.
Yeah, and but again, I feel like and Mario kind of spoke on it already, bro. Like back in our time, Memphis was such a competitive place to be. Right. Like, I went to Southside Boys and Girls Club and I played basketball with a handful of guys that were good that didn't even have any aspirations to play for their school teams.
Right.
And they'll show up to the Boys and Girls Club and they'll kick your ass if you was on the team. They was going at you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, let's speak on the real aspect of it. The sports save us and shelter us from a lot of things in this place.
Facts. It do.
So, I'm glad that I had the experience because it kept me. I'm a user guy right now. For an example, I met Rodney Turner going into my sophomore year. Played with him at CBL, and we played with Sean Williams. Played with them, and I remember coming to Craigmont versus Ridgeway football game at Halley Stadium my junior year, our junior year. And this man got the ball every single snap, bro. And he was the punt returner.
You said who was?
Rodney Turner.
Craigmont.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he was a good quarterback. He was a good football player too. He sure was.
But I remember, but it's funny how things happen because we played CBL on Sundays at Ridgeway. Mm-hmm. And I remember playing with Rodney a couple of times. And then it went from him being there, like, well, what Rodney? Oh man, Rodney in juvenile. He got locked up last night.
Yeah.
And I would be like, huh? And then, I don't know, bro. It just was different. The whole cam culture. Y'all know So
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all something that y'all don't know, bro. We had to play East that year at 1:00 at East.
I thought it was gonna be a war.
Bro, I didn't know nothing about none of that shit, bro. I was at Ridgeway, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we play Craigmont. We play East at Craigmont. They supposed to chat. They supposed to chat and Chad Bernard name after the game was over. Right?
My East.
Yeah. So boom, fast forward, we go to East. We had a half day of school. Y'all probably don't remember that we had a game that we had a half day of school this day. We pull up to East High School, bro. A random car just pulls up.
Yeah.
Man, you Craigmont niggas, man, don't bring that cam shit to Binghamton. I was like, what the bro? I didn't know what was going on, bro. I didn't know what.
I'm gonna tell another story like that Craigmont had. It might have been before COVID, 2019. It's Raleigh, Egypt, Craigmont rivalry, right? I want to say Raleigh, Egypt. Me and Craigmont, something must have happened with one of the players. One of the classmates, somebody shot somebody. It was something like that. But I don't know what happened. I can't tell you the whole story about the incident. But I just know I refereed the game at Raleigh, Egypt versus Craigmont. It was a 12:00 game. No, it was a 12:00 game. Nobody could come to the game. Matter of fact, it was an after school game. They brought it to 4:00, so everybody leaves school. Can't nobody stay on campus. Just the basketball team. No fans. No nothing. Can't nobody come in here. So they got to that point like, man, it's like, what's going on? It's a whole high school game, girls and boys game. No fans. No nobody. No parents. Nothing.
Them folk played they played one of them bubble. They played a bubble game.
Yeah, they played bubble for bubble happened. They was already doing bubble. they was already did the land.
I ain't not trying. We played at Raleigh last year. Man, one of the players left the bench and fought the police for 3 quarters.
Folks, they fighting?
All you hear is they drag him back. He come back. They drag him back.
So Mario, do you get granted where you are? Do you get inner city guys? Do you get inner city girls? I mean,
Tipton County, man, icy white. Tipton County is, man, it's like 90% white. So it's pretty much everybody out. The most gangster you get out there is like Covington. But I can't even say what Covington compares to what we know. Like I can't even.
Do y'all play Tipton County Rosemont?
We play Tipton Rosemont, yeah.
They always funny. I love that school, but it's like you come there, they treat you like as a referee. You come there, hospitality amazing. I mean, it's locker room, feed you, whatever you need. They got the checks ready. Check ready. Got the check. Here you go. Take your money. Hey, y'all do a good job out there. As soon as they start losing,
what you mean, Ryan?
Huh?
What you mean? As soon as you start losing,
man, for racist.
Racist.
There's some racist out there.
So Mario, how are you? Okay, so I got another. This is just brazen, just turning light bulbs on.
Yeah.
So as a guy that's from probably one of the blackest places in the country,
right, Memphis. Tennessee.
How are you handling that?
I mean, I would say this: it's not racist to the point of the N word. It's more, gestures or cold stares. Like that boy look like,
I mean, the thing is, man, we older now, so. Like,
I mean, cause I'm refereeing. I'm 20. I started refereeing. I was 22, 23, maybe. So I mean, that time they weren't losing much when I refereed. I say that, but when they lose, you can tell it's like, okay,
more down.
They ain't dealing. They really ain't. They changed their attitude.
As the coach though, and then you a black man coaching girls. Like, how does that? So are they still like not trying? Do they not still hide? How are they embracing you, bro?
Well, the players, this is the thing that you always find out. Come on, I done been some area where a lot of people don't know my story. I done lived in Germany, I lived in Texas. Before I went to Craigmont, I actually went to Bolton. And I feel like they really kind of threw me out because you can imagine as an athlete, like I said,
what up?
like at Craigmont, you can't just show up. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't just a school where you show up like I'm the new dude. It's like I say, hey, come meet the coaches. That ain't how it's set up. And then it's damn near in that area, if you wasn't invited, it's like an invite only. You can't just, you know what I'm saying? It's a secret society. But so to that point with them, man, it's kind of like what you used to. In some of the places, hostile environments. But what they consider hostile, we don't consider hostile. So it's just using the same thing. Like It's like us going to a hood game. You're not gonna be nervous in a hood game because you're used to it. But the same thing when you in a gym and you know they don't like black folks, as long as nothing comes to you directly,
Right.
I mean, man, it's straight. But like they say like overseas. Have you heard what they do overseas? Like throwing batteries at the folks and stuff. Like
batteries.
Yeah, look it up.
Yeah,
Like it's every environment, but see, normally with the racism, like Ryan said, ain't nobody really gonna say nothing. It's gonna be the looks. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say one of my players, she played in Arkansas. She went to one of the cities. Them folks was spitting on them folks. And this is a year ago. So it's certain places. I think they just judge and like they're gonna probably look and see, okay, what can we do? Because some of the places I get to, like recruiting, for AAU, we don't know none of the places. I went to Batesville, Arkansas one time. I've never been a place like this before. I was in the gym. There were 5 total black people. I'm not exaggerating. Imagine
a basketball gym.
Imagine a packed gym. I'm talking about this is a rival game, wall to wall. It's 5 black people. And they looking at
playing basketball now.
I'm talking about no, they wasn't even playing. This is just like total fans and everything. It was no black people on the court, period. It was one mixed girl. So like, but imagine how they were looking at me. So you just gotta go back to what we know. Man, move quick, keep your head on the swivel. All that as long as don't know come to you. But that was a situation. If he had to win bad, man, I would have just, cause man, 1,000 versus 1, it don't matter who you are.
Yeah, it don't matter. It don't matter.
And I want to get back to your girls right quick, cause like I said, as far as your girls, like I think I seen something you post of how many girls you they got scholarships through your program, like D1 scholarships. Like how many? What that number? The number you had?
Well, to be honest, man, I normally don't even count, man, until they make me mad. But I know it's over. It's over like 10 that we got playing D1 right now. As far as how many D1s I've had since I've been doing it, it's probably at least, man, 30, 40. Because see, what I do, I know the game. A lot of these kids I've coached, but if I didn't see you through or I didn't go good, I ain't going to never post your name. Because I said I would never be one of them folks. Like, I know you dealt with this, Justin, too. Somebody coached you in 7th grade. Like, yeah, I coached him. You like, man, I ain't even like you. You know what I'm saying? So I never said I'd be one of them folks to claim kids. Now, if you shot me out at school, but if I didn't just put you in college, I ain't going to really claim. But now we've had plenty. When I figured out the game, man, with girls, it's a little different. It's skill development. It's marketing. And then for girls, when I'm learning on the boys side, it's too many boys hoopers. So, you'll go to a boys JUCO game. Matter of fact, this blew my mind because, like I said, I didn't know nothing about the levels to basketball. Mm-hmm. I saw Russ team one time, and what would you think Russ team looked like? Man, it's nothing but 6'8" niggas that go to Russ. And I'm like, Russ? Like, how hard is it to make it to any college? But girls is the opposite. I mean, you'll watch some girls D1 teams and shit. Them motherfuckers still can't really play. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, but if you have the players that can play, once again, shit, everybody gonna want them because it's a lot harder to find. And then on the guy side, people really go find the hoopers. On the girl side, a lot of them lazy. They ain't gonna go look for you. So if you ain't got nobody pushing your name, you just gonna go under the radar.
Well, yeah, I don't need, like, you the coach, so I don't want you to, this question I got for you, it's not really to pick your favorite player. It's more of is there any girl that you had that resembles or might be close to LaToya Bullock?
How dare you ask that question?
That's a good Craigmont question for the Craigmont class, because you dealt with a lot of girls.
No. I got one right now.
Oh, he got one. Who is it?
I was finna say I haven't had one. There is a kid right now that's finna be the next. I don't know. No disrespect to LaToya, because LaToya, but I think this kid has potential to be in that category. She's the only one I've ever seen to this day. Her name is Kaylee Nix. She goes to Olive Branch. She's in the 7th grade. She's a starting varsity point guard at Olive Branch right now. She's in 7th grade.
That's Bullard-esque.
You
right
said
there
starter?
already.
7th grade?
She's in 7th grade. She starts point guard at Olive Branch High School, and she gets busy. And she in 7th grade.
They had the likes of Maya Taylor in Mississippi State.
She gonna run circles around Maya. I didn't see Maya play.
But that's D1.
This kid right here, she one of them. Most people don't get impressed watching girls. You'll watch her and be like she got everything, and she in 7th grade, and she in 7th grade. She
it's crazy because y'all know my favorite girl to watch.
That's crazy.
Was Ivory Latta.
Oh yeah, she was crazy.
Really?
Ivory Latta, Maya Moore, Diana Taurasi. Those are some of my favorite women players. Cheryl Swoops. you know, Tamika Catchings, you know, those players like
Tamika whole squad, my favorite too. You know.
Yeah, from Tennessee, right?
Yeah, whole squad. Yeah, she was it.
Cold. She was cold.
She was it.
She was
but
cold.
me and you now, me just try to get to the last one. Since it's a basketball season coming up, how you feel about your team this year? Is it your team coming into the season, Mario?
We young. I mean, this is a developmental year for us. Man, I probably have 10 freshmen in the program. I only got about 15 girls in the program. I don't have any seniors. I don't have any players that have been an impact player prior to this year. So I mean, we straight, we ground one. But like I said, it's the fun part because I always believe everybody want to coach the kids that can play. But the people that can coach the kids that don't know how to play, that's the fun part. So that's where we at. And Justin, you talking about coaching, I think you'll be a great coach just a little, because the thing is, all the different paths matter. And then now, to be honest, the game is so easy to get in now. A lot of people like you and others, they run from the game because it's watered down. But the knowledge you have and the experience you have, everything you're doing from playing with all these great players to being a great player to playing college to having to make
an okay player.
No. I'm telling you what's going on.
We know how it gets.
I'm telling you for what's going on because you gotta think about it. A lot of players are victims to their era. Right. Like you play in this era right now,
killing.
Because the thing is, nobody plays hard anymore. Like now, the game now is much more. That's why European players can play now. The game now is more skill. It's not the 94 feet of heat. It's not the, can you guard me? It's more so it's plays. It's the skill stuff. But the old school stuff is gonna cycle back, and just the knowledge of the game you have and the experience and just the life experience. Yeah, that's what these kids need because if you just take a step back and look. How many of the OGs are still coaching now? When you go watch basketball, does it look like it did when you played? The answer is no. That means we still need some of those guys that did it to bring that back to the game. And just all the stuff, the rivalries, all that stuff is dead. So having those people that did it come back, it's only going to enhance and bring it back to what it need to be.
I can see that point. I can see that.
I love
that's true.
I love it, bro. I'm gonna take heed to that. I'm definitely gonna take heed to that, bro. I'm gonna make sure I stay in tune with you guys, cause this is, I mean, that's a beautiful thing to hear. And then again, I'm very impressed with the fact that both of you guys, in the midst of not playing, y'all still found a way to stay close to the game. So I think that's great, bro. Like because I feel like growing up in Memphis. I saw a lot of guys that when they didn't get a chance to make those teams, their life took a totally different trajectory. You know what I'm saying? Right. Or I've also seen guys be on teams and squandered their opportunities. You know what I'm saying? So for you guys to keep pushing it forward, to actually still have jobs in the profession professions in the sport, that says a lot about y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all inviting me to this.
Oh yeah, man. Anytime. But like I said, basketball is a ministry, man. You could in so many different ways you could affect somebody's life through basketball. Like we all learned, like everything. We learned a lot through basketball. You playing ball, we all play ball, but like you said, you learn a lot of quality, different traits. You learn about teamwork, discipline, dedication, all that stuff. Winning, losing, how to bounce back from a loss. We learn all that through basketball.
I'm gonna say this. Let me chime in. Yeah. I'm starting to understand that a lot of people that haven't competed for something, they tend to have a lot of character flaws.
Right. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to understand that, again, I played a long amount of time, but now that I'm not playing anymore, it's almost like basketball helped me with life skills.
It do. It does.
It's funny because I find myself like, with jobs and stuff, you got a supervisor, what they say when you got to talk to your supervisor, they say you're being coached. Mm-hmm. And I'd be like, I just laugh when I hear it sometimes because it's like, this is coaching, huh? This is what y'all doing. Y'all coaching me right now. But it's just funny, how the terms kind of wrap themselves back to a world outside of the world. You know what I'm saying? So But man, I'm proud of you guys, man. I really am, bro. I really am. I'm
Too,
proud
bro.
to say I walked the halls with y'all, bro. For real.
Yeah, man. I said, like you said, we got.
That's really where my love for it came too. What you said is major. Like I connect basketball to life, and when I started realizing you could teach life through basketball and vice versa,
Yes,
that's really where the passion come with me because you just seeing a lot of motherfuckers that quit in basketball, they quit on their life. A lot of motherfuckers that hot heads in basketball, they hot heads decisions in life. And so if you could teach, the kids through something they love, how to deal with life or their family or their parents or school or work or money or whatever, man, that really can. See, that's really why I do it. I don't speak on it a lot, but that's why I'm so passionate about it because I see, man, the smallest stuff, but it can be an impact and it's a game. But like you said, if you really look at basketball represents everything that's gonna happen in your life. Being up, being down, working together as a team, like you said, being coached, or then having to be the coach, having to have a style. Like it's really damn near nothing that you can't correlate basketball with. You know what I'm saying? But if you connect that and you can get that to somebody else, shit, that's the power to me.
Yeah, that's the gift. That's the gift that keeps on giving, for sure.
Facts. Hey y'all, so look what we're gonna do right here. I'm gonna ask y'all this last question for the reunion. First y'all come to the reunion, right?
Yeah, bro. I'm back in Raleigh,
home.
bro. I'm back in Raleigh, home. I'm back in the
All right, cool. We gotta link up there.
I pass Craigmont every day.
Okay, well shoot, I do too somewhat on my routes. We gotta link up for sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But October 10th through 12th, that's the date. So we gonna have some more news and more announcements. Got committees working. We also we on IG. I ain't never had an IG until we all share the IG page when y'all see us post. But I'm learning IG right now. I'm just learning how IG work. But
hold on, Ryan. Before you ask this question, I want to. But you are in a branch of service, aren't you, my brother?
The fire department. I mean, the fire department. I ain't in the military, no.
Oh, I thought you was okay.
Nah. I ain't doing that. I
thought you was in the military. Okay, I was like, okay then, my bad.
Nah, I ain't do that one. I should have did it, but nah.
I just thought for some reason I thought I saw you
in the suit.
You know what I'm saying? I thought I saw you with your chest out. You know what I'm saying? I thought I saw you looking like that. I don't know. So yeah, don't even worry.
I probably did. We wear Class A suits. We wear stuff like military when we out and about. So you probably saw me in that.
Cool. Yeah, probably so. That's probably what it was.
Yeah. But like I said, man, we got a reunion coming up. I'm gonna see y'all there. I'm gonna see you soon, Justin. Matter of fact, see you back in Memphis, so I can chop it over with you. We can talk ball. We can talk about all day. We'll talk NBA one day too. We gonna come back on this and probably talk NBA.
We can do this again, man.
We can do this again for sure. Like I said, we can do it again. Get some more folks on here, some more guys talk ball. Cause I do want to know what y'all think about the new NBA, the old NBA skills and all that. So we gonna save that conversation for another day. Okay. But like I said, on this show, Life and Love, I always give a prayer before when we close out. So I'm gonna do a prayer real quick and we gonna, head on out.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Bet. All right, y'all bow your heads. Mm-hmm. Heavenly Father, we thank you for allowing us to be of service through your name, with our voices and the passion you gave us through basketball. Nothing should be taken for granted. Like I said, basketball has been a tool for us. We use it for fellowship. We use it to teach the youth. It's just truly a tool that changes people's lives. So we're just thankful for that. It's a very vital ministry with basketball in our community. So we just want to reflect it to you, Lord. So we want to represent your kingdom, and we want to thank you, God. And we only move through you in your name on our journey. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right, y'all, man. Life of Love podcast. We got my boy Justin Wallace, Mario Strickland, Ryan Nichols. We out.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good one.
You too.
Most there.
Something good.